Yeah, I knew you were going to be over 1,200 this year when I looked at the quarterback prospects. Right. When I went to the quarterback prospects and I was scrolling through them and I got to quarterback 68, I was like, oh yeah, he's out of here. He's bugging right now. Like like to have to have that many to have that many people graded up at a position that we know there's only one that's going to be on the field. Like what went into the decision to really dig that deep into just the quarterback play alone? Because again, you have up here, what is it, 90
93.
plus 93 93 prospects at quarterback. That's a ton of prospects. Like, what made you dig and say, I want to go this deep down that quarterback hole?
It's always, you never want to be caught out there without a report on somebody that ends up getting drafted or signs via free agency and plays well in the preseason. It's like, man, why did I stop at 15 quarterbacks when quarterback 16 is the one that gets drafted and the one that gets on the team and plays in the preseason? So it's like, if these guys are seniors, and it starts, honestly, it really starts with, okay, if I'm at these all-star games, and you figure all-star games have, like, seniors is going to have 8 quarterbacks, Shrine is going to have about 7. And so you look at the other ones, the smaller ones tend to have on average maybe 6. So you talk about Tropical Bowl, FCS, CGS, that's 3 times, that's 18 more. And then you think about, okay, these are I got all the all-star games quarterback covered. That's like 30 quarterbacks, right? Covered on the all-star games. Then you look at, man, a lot of these quarterbacks are also not playing in the all-star games, but they're really good. They're seniors. They've had really good careers. I got to include these guys. And then you just go down this rabbit hole of like, man, I done got to 60 and I've covered the guys that, then you got to factor in some dudes that may declare, which is usually like another 5. So it's like, it starts to add up. And then you just like, all right, well, cool. If I'm grading seniors and this dude had a really good career, I've seen him play. And my thing is, if I've watched you play, I kind of have to put you in the report. I feel bad by myself if I didn't do it justice by just adding guys that I have seen, whether it's calling a game on Saturday or previewing a game when I'm on CBS or whatnot. It's like, if you talked about them, you might as well have a report on them, because we also know a lot of these dudes will end up outside of the NFL, which makes the guy so unique. So when you're watching the CFL and you're watching the European League of Football or you're watching the UFL, you know that these quarterbacks that are out there playing, I actually have a report on them so I can better understand what's going on out there, could better predict, could better handicap. So all that stuff starts to fall in line.
Yeah, I think it was one of the conversations that we had about, hey, this is not an NFL draft guide, right? Like, I know it becomes like passe because everybody wants to see the NFL. But this is really a pro football draft guide, and it fits because Football Game Plan has been synonymous with all football, not just the NFL. Your footprints in Canada, your footprints in the European League of Football. Shout out to them, by the way.
Right.
You know, all the way down to arena football, and then obviously the UFL, which is going on right now. You talk about handicapping, you talk about all of those things that it helps you. One of my favorite things to do throughout the season is watch when a player gets signed, and then